Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. Today, the Boxsturd is going to be all one color. Check it out on this episode of Throttle Grotto. Alright everybody, welcome back. So I had an amazing trip to a junkyard. Not a traditional junkyard, but a junkyard inside of a warehouse that had a whole bunch of Porsche parts about 20 minutes from my house. So I got everything else I needed to finish the front of this car, including a bumper. So today I am going to get the bumper painted. First I have to strip it down and get it scraped, cleaned off, sanded, all that stuff, and ready for paint. So that is the goal for this episode, is to get this front bumper painted and get it, probably won't get it mounted on the car because I'm still 2 mounting brackets short, but I can at least get it slipped onto the car and show you guys what it looks like. So let's get to it. I'm using a product, aircraft remover for flexible plastic, so it won't harm the bumper, but it should get the paint off this bumper in no time. I've already tested it out on some spots, and now all I have to do is just scrape the bumper, and then I'll have to sand some scratches and feather some of that kind of stuff in, but that's all going to go pretty quick. And then the bumper will be ready to start putting material on it. So let's hope it goes that smoothly. Alright, so that did not work as well as I hoped it would. It worked okay, but it's to the point where the product is not activating the paint very easily. I'm having to scrape way harder than I want to. So at this point, I'm just going to rinse this bumper off because this product is deactivated by water. And then I'm going to blow it dry with my air gun and clean up all the paint, and I'm just going to get my sander out and just sand the rest of it because I'm going to have to sand it anyway. So does this product save time? I'm not sure. Might go a little easier if it's on the car, but then you run the risk of getting paint remover on stuff you don't want. So back to work. Alright, so after a ridiculously long time, I now have a bumper that is ready to put color on. So check it out. I know, I'm doing it in my driveway, it's windy, there's probably going to be a bunch of dust in it. There's actually stuff on here that I could have really went down the rabbit hole and like got way into the weeds on making perfect. This car is going to be a driver, it's going to sit outside. This bumper is going to take a whack at some point. It's not a show car. This car is going to be a driver, and I'm just trying to make it look nice, honestly, so that the neighbors don't get mad by having this pile of junk sitting in the driveway. So I'm going to set the camera. I'm going to go mix up my color, wet down the pavement, then I'm going to shoot some color on it. We'll take a look at it. So the color coat is quote-unquote done, which is not. I'm really frustrated with how this turned out. It did not turn out well at all. But, you know, live and learn. Or I won't have to paint it 6 times like a couple other YouTubers I've seen. I'll only have to paint this one more time. But I'll show you what happened. So here we have my first coat. It looks really good in the little viewfinder, but it looks terrible. Basically, it just ran. The whole thing just sagged all the way down the panel. This is what happens when you try to go quickly and don't pay attention to what the hell you're doing. So I got to sand all that out. And then there's I just got to color sand this whole thing and just lay another couple of coats of color on it. It just didn't turn out the way I hoped it would before I put clear on it. That is the lesson for today, is don't do this stuff in a hurry. I really wanted to get this all done in one day, but that's not going to happen. So tomorrow I'll come home from work, I'll color sand this down. It'll be it has to be within 24 hours. It has to be repainted, so I'll still be within that window. I'll color sand it, throw another coat of color on it, and then I can clear it and it'll be done. So till tomorrow. All right, everybody, it is day 2 of the bumper respray. So I came home, I wet sanded the whole thing, spent about an hour, hour and a half wet sanding everything out of it, and what a difference. Let me show you. I got one coat on here right now. I got enough paint left for one more coat. So hopefully I get everything covered and we're good to go. So look at how much better this thing looks. I've still got a light spot right through here and I don't know why, but everything is looking much better. I got a little bit heavy right there and I started to get a sag, but I identified it before I totally screwed it up. And then I'm going to put on the second coat, and then I'm going to put clear on it, and then I'm not going to touch it. So hopefully this turns out well. Alright, so I've got a coat of clear on. You can see it's actually starting to shine up a little bit. There's still some things in this bumper that I'm not happy with, but overall it's a backyard job. It's the Boxsturd. You know, it's this car's going to sit outside like I said earlier, and you know, it's probably going to get driven on the track and who knows what else. So we're going for a 10-footer job on this. Honestly, I wanted to do a really nice job on it, but there's some limitations doing this stuff in your backyard, and experience is the biggest one. So this is the first time I've ever shot clear, first time I've ever shot anything with a metallic, and I tried to do it all in one day, so it didn't turn out very well. Lesson learned: take your time and don't try to rush it. You're just going to get poor results if you do. So I'm going to let this thing finish flashing up, and then I'm going to put the last coat of clear on it and clean up my stuff, and that'll call it a night. So. Alright, so the clear coat is on, it is drying. I'm going to leave it sit on the driveway for probably another couple of hours because it's cool out, and I don't want to disturb it. I just want to leave it, and I'll move it somewhere under cover later tonight before I go to bed. But the front bumper's done. There's a few things on here that I'm not happy with. I probably could have spent a little more time covering up. I've still got that little spot right in here that for whatever reason didn't cover very well. I got a couple of those. Bottom line, I wasn't going to spend the time doing Bondo and all that kind of stuff on this bumper to make it perfect, because this car's far from perfect. But bottom line, I went from a really crappy, cracked up black bumper to one that's going to match the car. At least I hope it matches the car. Maybe it'll look nicer than the rest of the car, I don't know. But it's done. It's ready to mount as soon as the rest of the brackets for the front end show up, and that means that I have to wait to put the bumper on till next time. So until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and until then, get out there and work on something.